Right, okay, what's happening, people? Big member interview now. This is going to be a really exciting one. We're with Will, the man himself, out here in Marbella. So, yeah, let's get into it. For you, when did you join Capital Closer?
So it was the middle of April, 15th of April, I believe, was the day I come on board.
When did you find out about closing, remote sales?
Do you know, in fairness, like, you see it floating about for a while, and I saw it floating about, but it was only about 2 or 3 weeks that I was, like, really aware of you and, like, what you had to offer. And then I think as soon as I kind of did my bit of due diligence and looked into you, I was like, okay, this makes sense for me. So it was-
How? What was that light bulb that was like, all right, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, my situation was a little bit different to the others, right? Like,
What was it?
I didn't come from like quite a corporate background, right? So it wasn't quite corporate sales. I guess you could call it like a business development kind of role.
Yeah.
But I worked with my family. I was like fairly high up in a high up role. But the main reason for making a change for me was like my relationship with my family, my relationship with my dad, and just like wanting to, I guess, step out of my comfort zone and like do something for myself, because I knew I could. I knew I had like the work ethic and the kind of drive for it, but it was just never taking action on it. But then I mean, did my research. I also had a friend actually who was in the space, and kind of had a good chat with him, and he kind of showed me what he was able to do in a small space of time. So I was like, right, okay, ticks all the boxes.
Yeah.
Hopped on a call with you.
I think that massively helps. Like I always say to guys that join, like almost a superpower is like, well, one thing is like knowing of someone who's making money with it, and then when you know someone personally, like you said, you guys went to the gym together, and when he's showing you his bank transactions, his commission slips, it's like, shit, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just goes back to that. Like, we've got 2 eyes, 2 ears.
Yeah, literally. We were just we said that about Harry. So when you came on board, I'm just sure I remember our call. There was no real skepticism, was there? I think you'd done your.
Yeah, I think everybody's like, when it comes to the online space, right? There's always going to be like, everyone's going to be a bit cagey with it.
Yeah.
But I think that does just come from like
Idiots,
the general perception of it.
Yeah.
Right. Like if I go down the local pub and I speak to the people down there,
Obviously
they're gonna go, I mean, it's a little rubbish.
Yeah.
But obviously, did my own research and did spent my time to look into it, and I knew it was possible. I knew it was more than possible, and I knew I could do it. But it was just taking action and ultimately just stepping outside your comfort zone. I think is what it really boils down to.
And when you made the jump, talk us through month 1, month 2, month 3, like from a training, a coaching, understanding high ticket sales standpoint, and just like getting inside Capital Closer.
Yeah, I mean, like I just fully immersed myself into it. The first month, just smashing through the course material and just getting totally familiar with the industry, and also, how to sell and everything in between. And I think once I got that stage out of the way, just smashing through the mocks, and I try to just move with as much speed as possible, and then get on an offer and should make it happen, I suppose.
And then in terms of like landing your first role, how did you land your first role?
Yeah, so it was through, I guess it was through the offer board at the time.
Which one was that? Don't say it, but what niche was that?
It was a trading.
Oh, was it this R1?
Right, yeah.
Oh, was it R1?
Yeah. The trading offer.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
direct
first
placement.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I can't complain in that sense. So that was the first offer that I was on. In fact, it wasn't quite direct placement, because at first there was 2 people that come on board, and then ended up making sense that I come on board, and he found the other thing. But yeah, that was when was that? Started June, I want to say.
Yeah, I think it was.
So that was start of June, end of May, start of June. So within a month and a half, about 45 days, I was on a roll. And
how did you find that? Like, because obviously a lot of people in the space, they've got to go out there and sometimes find it, DM outreach and all that. How did you find that?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think if you can be in a position where you have a network of people around you that can, like solid roles are there, and if you put the work in and you get good enough that you're selected to come on board and smash it, then I mean, it's the best thing I suppose you could have.
And then after that role, what did earnings look like? What was it like being on those sales teams and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I mean, it was really, really good experience. Obviously, I was able to work with you and Lewis and Jerry as well. Obviously, they smashed it prior to me coming on board, and so I first come on board taking kind of tier 2 calls. And I was able to do 5k in commissions in my first month, which I don't think I did the full month either. I think it was a few days into the month.
Like the 4th or 5th of June, 6th of June?
Yeah, it was a few days into the month, and it was the perfect kind of first offer as well, because being on tier 2 these as well, just getting the reps in and getting comfortable with that.
Mastering the process as well. So 0 to 5k in comms in 60 days.
Yeah.
I think that was the quickest it's ever been done.
Yeah. The annoying thing was I was $20 off, so
4,999 or whatever.
It was a bit of an annoying one, but it was fairly quick, and that was kind of the goal I'd set myself, because I was fortunate. I come in a position where I come on board and
Had time.
I had time, and I wasn't just going to sit there and ponder over it. Like,
What was it like when you look back and because I remember you messaged me like hitting the 5k, you're like, obviously you straight away like 10k, 15k, like, you know, but like when you sit there for a minute, you're like, fuck, like we just only chatted 60 days ago.
It's funny because 2 days ago I actually went and watched back our call.
Was it recorded?
Yeah.
Was it recorded?
I went and watched back our call, and it was just it's so cool to actually see like how my mindset's changed.
Yeah.
How, you know, at that moment in time, like my goal was just to kind of like match my income.
Yeah.
And 6 months, I think you said, oh yeah, if in 6 months' time I can get to a stage where that's the case, and like I was able to smash that at the park within 60 days or so, and it's like, it's crazy looking back on it now.
Yeah,
you know, it is crazy.
Well, we pull up all the time. Like, do you remember when we look at Lewis's, we look at Cavan's, Tom Fenney's, and it's just like, you've literally changed as a person. Like, it's not even just that. Because where like a lot in sales is like shifting beliefs, mindset. Like, you almost catch yourself actually changing and be like, no, I don't believe that thing anymore.
No, literally, like my mindset on that call, even just like my mannerisms, the way I was like, I don't know, just a little bit more closed off, a little bit more shy on that call, and like whereas now it's like I feel like I'm a completely different person if I look back, and it is crazy to see that kind of like personal growth.
Oh yeah.
And
that contributes to it.
Yeah, like even in like not a massive time frame, right? Like you're talking 4 or 5 months to where I'm at now.
Yeah, and then the month after that, you did 5k in 60 days. The month after that was only this month, right? Or the month before?
No, so July, there was a few change arounds with the offer.
Oh,
I was still able to do 3-4k in comms, which, I mean, it was still my kind of whole monthly income anyway. But then fast forward to the month just gone, was able to hop on. We did 2 launches. So to be honest with you, I was taking calls for maybe 2/3 of the month.
Yeah.
But I was able to come away with 8.6k in comms.
And when did you start taking calls? Like 10th, wasn't it?
10th, yeah.
Mental.
Yeah.
8,600. And then in terms of you landing those roles as well, they were.
Yeah, I mean they were direct placement as well. So.
But then the reason why he's direct placement is, like as I say, like the top performers, the people that work hard, show up every single day. Like people say, "Oh, don't be biased." I am biased. I will always be biased in the sense of like if people are good, we get on well, and it's like you're going to perform. I'm going to look good. The business owner's going to be happy. So that's why people like Will, people like Tom that we've just spoken to, people like Harry, like they've showed up, they've performed, and they get the direct placement. And then for you, I mean, if we're in Marbella now, obviously, if we look at September, October, November, and even December, like what's the plan for you?
I mean, it's just balls to the wall and just doubling, like just growing as much as possible. Obviously, a few exciting things coming up over the next couple of months, I think, offer-wise, and just growing off what I've done so far. I think the funny thing is like, if I look back to when I come on board, the goal was like, okay, 6 months time, if I can replace my income, great. And now I'm like, I've done that in half the time, and now I'm here. It's like, on to the next thing. But I think that comes from as well, like being around people like you, being around people like Lewis, Jerry, who are just like, they're animals, like they are. Like, and you start surrounding yourself by those people every day, and it just rubs off on you. It's like, I don't want to settle for.
Can agree more.
8.6k. Like, I want to be at 15, 20, and so on and so forth.
Well, look, Big Dog, Animal, pleasure as always, bro.
Appreciate it.
Off to Marco Corollo and Chris Stussy now. We'll see you in a bit.
Love it.